everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea, and today I'm sharing the flip through of my first bullet journal. I started this journal in January 2019, and my style has changed a lot since then. This is the index page at the start of the journal that people always say you need, but I honestly never use it. On the left here is my yearly overview, and on the right is where I wrote all the important birthdays and anniversaries for the year. This is a page I came back to a lot, where I wrote down all my blog post ideas and also my statistics for my blog and social media. I used the next 12 pages to keep track of blog posts as I published them, but I found it to be kind of a waste of space, so I didn't recreate this in 2020. Now getting onto my monthly spreads for 2019, you'll see I took a very minimal approach. I did track my habits and keep a gratitude log most months. I also did rolling weekly layouts where I wrote to-do lists as I went instead of drawing all the days in advance. This works really well if you don't have a set schedule and want more flexibility in how you plan your days. In June, I started keeping a food log of what we ate for supper every night, and it's actually kind of helpful to look back on when you're stuck for dinner ideas. A bucket list is a fun idea for a bullet journal page, although I do need to go back and check off a few more things on this list. Here are more examples of how my rolling weekly spreads worked throughout the months. And now on to 2020. This is where things start getting more interesting as I started experimenting with colors and doodling. I started the year off the same with a year-at-a-glance calendar and a page dedicated to all the important birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays. I wasn't too sure about this Year in Pixels page when I made it, but I am loving how it's turning out. I didn't have a theme for January, but I started trying some new things with the 2-page calendar and a couple of doodles at the top. I really started experimenting with my January habit tracker, and I love how it turned out. February was my first month with a theme. I went with red roses for Valentine's Day. This was also the first month I created a lot of the pages that have become staples in my journal, including a quote page and a mood tracker. This mood tracker was a little weird, especially because I had no real method for how long I made the lines each day, so I probably won't make this again, but it was fun to try something new. This is my habit tracker and sleep tracker spread. I had fun trying to incorporate the rose theme in different ways. This was also the first month I started experimenting with different weekly layouts. I got a lot of inspiration from Pinterest and all the super talented people I follow on Instagram. March was one of my favorite themes, which was houseplants. Instead of drawing one kind of flower all the time, like I had in February, I loved the variety of this theme. I loved this mood tracker. I came up with the idea to draw 2 big leaves and split them up into 31 sections for each day of the month, and I think it turned out really cool. I also slightly changed the layout of my sleep tracker, which I have stuck with ever since. March was my first time trying a circular habit tracker. It was definitely a learning curve, and I made mistakes, but I love the end result. The houseplant theme gave me so much freedom to try new things, and it was pretty easy to incorporate the theme into my spreads. I kept up with trying new weekly layouts and seeing what worked best for me. April's theme was pink and purple butterflies. I also incorporated some flowers throughout, and this was my first month using washi tape. This month I made a giant butterfly into my mood tracker. If I did it again, I wouldn't outline the butterfly wings in purple because it's a little confusing having that purple also be one of the colors I use in my tracker. For my highlights of the day page this month, I drew another butterfly and wrote my highlights on the wings of the butterfly. I think I have to pick May as my favorite theme of the year so far. This month I went with wildflowers and I kept everything super soft and springy by not outlining anything in black. This marigold mood tracker took a long time to draw, but it was so worth it. This page is also one of my most popular videos on TikTok so far, with over 78,000 views. May was my second attempt at a circular habit tracker, and I'm definitely going to keep working at it. Keeping with the wildflower theme, I drew a bunch of random flowers all over the pages. These were a lot of fun to draw because there's so much variety. Moving on to June, which is my Under the Sea theme. If you watched my previous videos, you will have seen these pages, but this theme was so much fun. This was the first month. I really didn't have a color scheme in mind. I just kept everything super bright and bold. I'm going for a rainbow fish vibe for the mood tracker, and I think it's looking super cute already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my flip through. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and check out my previous videos. See you next time!